Hunter Panels Xci presents installation techniques for seam and corner treatments with BarriBond XL over Xci Foil Class A. BarriBond XL is packaged in 20 fluid-ounce sausages, 12 per box. It should be stored in a dry place between 40 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit and protected from precipitation and direct sunlight. The shelf life in the unopened package is 12 months. Before you get started, make sure you have the necessary PPE on hand: safety glasses, protective vinyl or rubber gloves, and protective clothing. You'll also need the following equipment for proper application of BarriBond XL: 20-ounce sausage gun, trowel or squeegee, and a wet mill thickness gauge. The application temperature should be between 20 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Load the BarriBond XL sausage into the sausage gun and cut the nozzle orifice to the preferred size. Before beginning the seam treatment, make sure the substrate is clean, dry, and free of oil, dust, and any excess mortar droppings, and insert backer rod into any gaps from 1/4 inch to 1 inch wide. Apply BarriBond XL in serpentine beads over the substrate seams. Then, spread the BarriBond XL using a trowel or squeegee to provide the full uniform coverage of 1 inch on either side of the seam to a wet mill thickness of 40 mils. Verify adequate coverage at various locations using a wet mill thickness gauge. At outside corners, apply BarriBond XL in serpentine beads over the corner, and then spread with the trowel or squeegee to provide uniform coverage of 1 inch on either side of the corner at a 40 mil wet thickness. Periodically verify adequate coverage with the wet mill thickness gauge. Outside corners are typically formed in one of two ways: a mitered corner, or as seen in this application, a butted corner with an exposed foam edge. Hunter Panels recommends covering both the seam and the exposed foam edge with BarriBond XL on all butted outside corners. On mitered corners, apply BarriBond XL covering the mitered seam with a minimum 1 inch on either side. Use the same technique at inside corners. And again, at penetrations such as pipe ducts, spread the serpentine beads of BarriBond XL with a trowel or squeegee to achieve a uniform coverage of 40 mil wet thickness, 1 inch on either side of the penetration and substrate. Continue to periodically verify the coverage using a wet mill thickness gauge. When finished, clean any tools as needed using untack or a solvent. Please visit hunterpanels.com to review complete specifications and installation information.